is the meaning of consecrated poverty? It's not destitution, which often there can be a misunderstanding. Some consecrated religious are called to a form of poverty that's almost a destitution. But our form of consecrated poverty is we don't own anything personally. I cannot go out shopping. I don't have any money. I cannot receive gifts. Anything I receive goes to the superior, is given to the community. Anything I need, I go to the superior and I ask for a new watch or a new veil or you know, I need a new pillow for my bed or anything like that. It's really a form of sharing everything in common and everyone having what they need, but not having an excess, nor not living lavishly. That's the form, that is consecrated poverty for us. It's the only way to be if you're called. Chastity for life is very sweet, and it's an awesome gift to give to the Lord. And He makes it possible. And again, we don't have to worry, can I do it? Can I live this life? Can I live chastity? Yes, you do have to have a level of maturity, of self-control, and to have lived a life of self-control, to have lived chastely as a single woman for some years before entering a monastery. But the Lord's grace is there, and yes, sometimes you will perhaps experience loneliness and there will be temptations, but there is in everyone's life. We can never escape those. In fact, I mean, God made us, a man and woman, to be joined together, and He's put that desire in us. But by the grace of God, we are able to turn our eyes to Christ and make Him the center of our life. And that's the importance of our times of prayer. We have 2 hours of private prayer a day, of just being with the Lord, cultivating our relationship with Him, being immersed in the Scriptures, being immersed in His presence in the Blessed Sacrament. And that helps that to kindle the fire of your love with God. Because the loves, the relationships of earth are really just an image of where we're all heading in eternity, to be in union with God forever. And it will far exceed the intimacy of married love on earth. And so as religious, as consecrated women, we begin to live that mystery now in faith. Holy, sacred obedience. Obedience, to me, is one of the most radical vows. When Jesus came to earth, He died for us out of that loving obedience to the Father. He gave that perfect gift of self. And so we get to enter into that when we get to die to ourselves. Say, I want to do something a certain way. And the sister who is in charge of that work area says, no, we do it this way. Well, that's a part of obedience. I have to die to the way I would like to do things. And maybe even my idea is a better idea. But I have to let go of my will and do it the way another person wants it done. Even when we fail to give that perfect obedience and take our... of course, there are times where you take your concerns, your troubles to your superior, always. That's even in our rule, that's very important. There be that dialogue there. But then there comes times where, you should just do it. Or when you haven't conquered yourself and you gave into your pride, to be like Saint Therese and say, Jesus, here I am, so weak. I showed kind of an ugly face when I was told to do something I really didn't want to do. And I offer this to you, Jesus, because I'm so weak, but you are all strong, and you can take even my weakness and use that for your glory and bring a greater good out of it than if I had responded well. So that's just one little aspect of obedience that comes into play in daily life in the monastery, and it's so powerful. It really touches the world.